There are reports out there that Trump is really sweating it these days, and astrologically, I think for very good reason. This is a graphic that I used back in December via 3 videos in which I explained Trump's January-February 2023, which we're in now, would be a very tricky, very difficult, very threatening period because of the confluence of planetary aspects that he's facing. Most specifically, the Jupiter-Saturn transits, because Jupiter is just now entering the range of his infamous axis Hollywood T-square that is formed by Eris, Neptune, and Mercury, a place he intensely dislikes. Things always go wrong when planets go through there. Jupiter entering through there, you see it here, January 24th, 25th, and spanning all the way into early March. While simultaneously, the Saturn transit brings it into an opposition to Mars in this range as well. Mars at 26, almost 27 degrees Leo. So you look for those degrees in here and you see the opposition. These two together in this way represent a very serious threat because Mars connects to his legal house, the 9th. Jupiter is transiting through the legal house, and Saturn in Aquarius involves litigiousness as well, since the 7th is another house where lawsuits and anything related to the law can be found. Furthermore, you see that looking at the transits of Uranus, Neptune, and Eris, Uranus is currently stationed, which is a very intense position of any planet when a station is happening, right in there on the 24th. A station spans at least a week in each direction, but really more like 2 to 3 weeks. So he's in that range, once again, with Uranus, and the Uranus is right on the midpoint of his sun, Eris, and this links it once again to the legal domain, because Eris is resident in the legal domain at birth, and the sun is the sun. It's a very, very powerful point in any chart. Then, the Neptune is no help at all, because Neptune is squaring his sun during this period. So that's another challenging aspect. And Eris is really forevermore agitating against the Saturn-Venus. For now, mostly the Saturn, but as the decade, and I mean a long time, looking into the future, it will be squaring this Venus. That signifies other building problems, but for sure, all the time, now and into many years to come, in the legal house, because Eris is transiting through there, locked into a planet. Therefore, this situation is very threatening. Now, we don't know what this could be, meaning we know the record scandal at Mar-a-Lago is definitely a candidate. Some people say perhaps not because of the records that were found at Biden's house, and then same with Pence. I continue to suspect that at minimum, he's going to be charged with obstruction of justice in that event, because that's exactly what he did. But I'm wondering if this could be the Fanni Willis announcement that decisions are imminent, in her words, in regard to what he did in Georgia, where, once again, this brilliant degenerate left the evidence by way of a very, very clear audio recording, which he now says was a perfect call, but actually is a perfect self-incriminating call. And with this kind of action happening in the chart at this time, the threat is very serious that something could happen basically any day. All right, I'll stop there, but I will mention that tomorrow I will be on Linda G's channel and we will be discussing this topic in further detail.